I wasn't just engaging, and this was way back in 2006. I wasn't just engaging the youths, I was also engaging the parents, because a large number of the parents had no clue what was available to them. So it was my responsibility back then to inform them the benefits of allowing their children to participate in youth group activities. And also whatever support they needed were also provided not just to the youths but to the parents. So if you ask questions, you will find solution. See, the Irish would not focus primarily on my child is this, my child is this, my child is this. They know that teenage age presents some difficulties. We must face facts. Child psychology tells us that at that particular age, there are difficulties because they are exploring. They are exploring their environment. They are testing their hormones. They are testing boundaries. They are dipping their foot in, their toes in the water, and they want to see how far they can push their luck. That is natural. Now, we've been misplacing the word resilience. That to me is to a large extent resilience, which is coming naturally to the child because they want to know how far can we push. Because when that child grows up and finds himself in society, he probably won't have the father and mother, you understand, doing some of those things for him. So he understands that it's a dog-eat-dog sort of society that he lives in. And we have been alluding to the fact, so I think the last speaker said, if these children grow up, they're already beginning to sense some of the language we bring back home, the frustration we bring back home from our places of work, from our society, with reference to the fact that we are not being treated the exact same way. So our children will do everything they can. And that is not to say we are endorsing negative and criminal behavior. But it is important for us to allow them to exercise themselves. We can't have them tied to our apron strings all through their life. They must learn to fight some of their battles themselves. So what I am suggesting, what I'm proposing we begin to do as a community, it's important that we form structures. And the structure we are talking about, we are not talking about community structure. We are talking about as a people, how can we support ourselves? How can we support our teenage children? We have organizations like Immigrant Council of Ireland. When the census parameters are set, what sort of language do they use? Are the language we sometimes challenge when maybe they go, I recall back then when they would be using words like it wasn't non-Irish, non-national. There is nobody in this world that doesn't have a nationality. So sometimes when derogatory language is used to describe us, how do we treat these issues? Do we come out to say, no, our children are doing this because they need to form a support mechanism for each other? It is not gang. We can't always describe everything our children do with the negative. I've heard a lot of negative appellations used to describe who we are, who our children are, and we can't go on with such mentality. We must also learn to understand that every other community have the same issues, but it is how they manage them. They don't come out in public and saying our children are negative, negative, negative. We must also learn that sometimes this is what the package that comes with being a teenager, that comes with growing up. And if you're struggling, then deal with the issue of you struggling. Look for solution. Talk to other people. Don't try to sweep it under the carpet. Go to a community center, go to the information center, ask for help, and hopefully that help is there for everybody. Thank you.